Okay, good morning. This is your update for March 3rd on the markets and the coronavirus. My name is Mark Cunaberti, and coronavirus case is now 93,000 with 3,100 deaths. Here's what's happening that's kind of new. We've had 6 deaths in the United States. The Federal Reserve has cut rates a half a percentage point. Those are the overnight Fed's fund rates. That's a real big cut. Well, we haven't seen a half a point cut in a long time. It makes you kind of wonder what they're scared of. But the coronavirus news basically isn't going away, obviously. Australia also cut its interest rates down to record lows. Now, the reason the central banks do this is to stimulate the economy and get some funds out there and basically try to calm people's fears. Like I said, we have had 6 deaths in the United States. Yesterday, the market was up, 1,200 points on the Dow. Just a rebound in hopes that the Feds would cut rates, and maybe the investors thought that perhaps the selling was overdone. This morning when they cut rates, I was kind of the opinion that it was going to be a temporary fix. I also think that just cutting rates could instill fear in the markets, because it's like saying, hey, everything is okay on the ocean liner, but we're bringing out the lifeboats just in case. Not quite sure that Fed's funds rate cut was the right thing to do for the Feds, for sure. They definitely have to have some ammo left over, which is lower interest rates to go, and they're already at 1 and 1.25%, somewhere in there. So we don't know. They don't have much lower to go. They could go into negative interest rates, and we'll cover those obviously in another newscast. Fixed income was moving again after the sell-off last week. Fixed income and gold got hit. Now that the Feds have cut rates, gold has started up fairly strongly this morning. Fixed income is fairly strong also as well. New York man tested positive, so we're just seeing more and more of these cases arise. I have some elephants in from Japan, and they said Japan's going crazy. They're kind of squirrely like that, where they're all wearing masks and they're charging a lot of money for sanitizers and masks and things of this sort. Amazon came down and basically said, no price gouging for masks and for sanitizers. So they're trying to get a handle on that. Some of the new things that have happened in the last day or so. Most of the newer cases, the bigger number now is outside of China. That doesn't mean the cases are slowing in China, although overall cases, the acceleration is not as fast percentage-wise, but we're still getting new cases here in the United States. What spooked the markets last Monday was the World Health Organization. The CDC actually came out and said it's only a matter of time before the United States sees a lot of cases. And what's concerning is the United States has had 6 deaths, and we're supposed to be a very advanced medicine here in the States. Now, I did hear a report yesterday that the CDC and the government was sending out test kits for the coronavirus to all the hospitals in the United States, and then they came out and said, oh, well, wait a minute, the test kits aren't right, we're going to have to send you new ones. Heard a doctor on CNBC yesterday saying that it's almost a joke that here in the United States they can't get kits to test for coronavirus. They've only got a handful, and then they have to call the CDC to get more kits. Where other nations, which are not quite as advanced as us, have test kits up to 10,000 test kits a day that they can use, and apparently we have some sort of problem getting it together. That's not such good news. We've only had a handful of cases here in the United States, but this doctor was saying the reason is because we can't test. We don't have the test kits, so we'll that is concerning for sure. Okay, so I still stick with my recommendation. I wouldn't put any new money in this market. We did sample a little bit yesterday, just a tiny little bit, but for the most part, I wouldn't commit any new money. This thing is far from over. We don't know what the ramifications are going to be long term, but obviously, economically wise, it's not going to be the best thing to happen to the world economies. Okay, stay tuned. YouTube channel is Mark Cunaberti, and we'll have almost daily updates on Corona and the markets. Thanks for watching.